Well, the case was about 18 months ago. I submitted a record check and I had been doing them for quite a number of years, but this time it came back and said that I was unsuitable for employment, a job which I had been doing for almost 19 years. And the verdict today was that the judge ruled in my favour and said that it was irrational. The decision against me was irrational. So hopefully back to work in a couple of weeks. I just can't believe the actual result, that everything went in her favour. And I just take this opportunity to thank everyone who has been behind me from the start. Jennifer, Michael from Quashed, and of course Niall Murphy and his team.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted, not just for Martin and his family, but this was a positive result. It is a victory, in my opinion, for the ex-prisoner community as a whole. I think that for too long ex-prisoners have been discriminated against in society here, and I think that they have been part of the peace process, they have been part of the peace building, and I think that today's result actually ensures, hopefully, that ex-prisoners will be treated with equality and they will no longer be discriminated against.
This is a resounding judgment. It's a very detailed consideration of a series of events which date back to 2007. The judge has rejected an argument made that guidelines for the employment of the ex-prisoner community had never been applied. He was quite clear in his conclusions today that they were applied on the 1st of May 2007, and that the decision to disapply those guidelines was unlawful and was a breach of the ministerial code by the then Minister for Department of Finance and Personnel, Peter Robinson. That in and of itself is a matter of huge legal and political significance, but in the context of the rights to work of the ex-prisoner community, this is a huge decision that will have widespread applicability for all persons who are seeking employment, most especially in the public sector. And what remains to happen now is that OFM, DFM guidelines, which have been well established and well published from 2012, I think, Michael, and are due to be renewed in a report due to be published in the coming weeks, that those guidelines must now be formally endorsed by the civil service, and that will give security of position to all persons with conflict-related convictions, the confidence that they are able to partake as equal members of society with full citizenship rights.
When Martin came to Quashed some time ago with the issues which have been raised about his dismissal from employment, it was a very blatant case of discriminatory behaviour against a political ex-prisoner. We then contacted Niall, and since that, things have been quite tempestuous for Martin, going through the whole business: loss of employment, loss of earnings, disgraceful second-class citizenship. So this is a major decision on behalf of all the political ex-prisoners, and hopefully this decision will push back the barriers which exist in society against all of us. And I'm delighted Martin lifted the case, and I'm delighted the legal team have won the case for him.